So last week, William, a good friend of the channel, good friend of mine, been with us a long time, sent me a direct message on Twitter and said, hey, I got something for you. I found something you might be interested in. Well, guys are going to love this. Here we go. Here we go. Let's take him out of the package. Come on, Jaws. Open it up. Here we go. Oh, this is so sweet. Can I control it? No, it's just his head. Just his head. Oh, I can get... No. I can get to his hands. Huh? It's Sam Bennett. It's absolutely Sam Bennett. Is that not beautiful? So, once I get his voice ready, I think we'll just call him Sam, right? I mean, why else? I know that there would be two Sams, so we'd have to get we got Bennett now, and eventually we'll have to get Reinhardt, and then we'll flip that around. But once I get his voice going, get that figured out, he's going to get a spot on the wall. Thank you, William. This is going to be good.
We're hanging overtime! We're hanging overtime! We're hanging overtime!
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
Puck drop. And 3, 2, 1.
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
All right, Panther fans, here we go. We got the Bruins tonight. I'm excited for this one. There's no pressure on this one, right? We've been playing really well. Everybody's healthy with the exception of Barkov. We already got the whole, we already had the first games that, against Boston and Carolina and Toronto. We already had the first games, but this is the first time we're playing them at home, right? Because I think the first one was in Boston, if memory serves me correct. So I just want to have some fun tonight. I'm not going to take this all that seriously. All right, if we don't win the division, it's not the end of the world because, like I keep saying, if Boston wins the division, they're likely to get the top seed in the conference, and whoever they play as the 8th seed, just place your bets now on Boston because they're going to be pissed off. What do we got tonight? Pretty much same lineup. Like I said, no Barkov. Luosterainen and Lundell are up there at the top. Looks good. And one thing, this is a little bit, well, it's on the topic, but Stu sent me a video, I guess, of Kevin Weeks and a few others on NHL.com talking about the whole possibility of Patrick Kane signing with his team, making his decision by the end of this week, by the end of next week. So I know I made the video that said, please say no to Patrick Kane. I would prefer us to not sign him. That said, if we sign him, I'm not going to pitch a fit and be all agitated. I'll give him an opportunity before I make a judgment. My thought process with Kane is, yes, I know he would add some scoring, but this team is probably one of the best teams defensively in the NHL right now. Kane doesn't have the most defensive reputation. You see what I'm saying? So my concern there for getting Kane is, can he keep up with the pace at his age coming off an injury? And can he play the defense that we need him to play? And that's kind of the same thing. Because as we've seen with our forwards, back and forth and back and forth, they have to go up and down that ice all night long. If they do not do that, it's a massive defensive liability in this system. So if it happens, I'll come and I'll make a video and we'll be live and we'll do the whole thing, and I'm not going to be mad and angry about it if it happens. If he plays well and he doesn't hurt us defensively, it's a bonus. That said, and 2 points. All right, so it's 1-0. Boston after 1. You could see it happening. You could watch it happening. You knew exactly what was going to happen as we were doing it because Panthers came out and wanted to make sure McAvoy knew that we were still pissed off about what he did to Larson. So we're hitting guys all over the place. Can't put the puck in the back of the net because Ullmark is apparently going to play the role of a brick wall tonight. I'm still breathing heavy from the push-ups. And then Coyle comes down the ice, and he walks Kachuk, and he walks Montour, and he fakes Bob out of his jockstrap, all three guys, and it's 1-0 Boston after one. That said, while I was outside after the pregame, I got the voice for the Sam Bennett puppet. We better not lose this game. It's 3-1 Boston after 2. Now, normally I don't do a whole lot of ranting in the second intermission segments. I save it for the post game because you never know when Panthers might come back, win a game. And this game is certainly not over. It's 3-1. Maybe we can get 2 on Allmark in the third period, get this sucker to overtime. That's a big fat maybe right now the way we're playing, because we came out in the first 10 minutes and their goal, it seems as though the Panthers' goal for this game was make sure that McAvoy knows we were pissed off about the hit that he gave to Larson. We ain't focused on a whole lot more than that. Especially in the second period, the defense has been disorganized, discombobulated, just bad. It's just bad all the way around. And I know that, I'm separating the defense and the offense because offensively we're getting chances and Allmark is stoning us. And that is it is what it is type of deal. Bob makes the save. Actually, he didn't even really make a save. He kind of got beat. He goes down and the puck's right. It wasn't going in the net and it's going straight across the line. And Larson dives and knocks it in for the second goal. And then there's a massive board battle behind the net. And the puck comes out, and Bob gets beat, and it goes between his legs, and after he made the save, and you know what I'm saying, and it's just... There's a mouse in the ceiling up above my head. I heard that. We've been in the 20s at night, so yeah, there's a mouse crawling around in the ceiling up above me. I'm in my basement. And the worst part about this is, honestly, the worst part about this whole thing is that it's a TNT game and not a Bally's game. So the only thing that they're showing in terms of the crowd, even though it's a home game for the Panthers, are the Bruins dads who are on their annual trip where they travel with the team. And so every 30 seconds, it may as well be Taylor Swift for a Panther fan, if you catch my drift. I get it. The dads are there. It's a nice hug. It's a nice story. Let's all hug. That's nice. But it's a Panthers home game. And now you're hearing Let's Go Boston chants. And it sucks all the way around. That said, there's still 20 minutes left of hockey to play. Maybe more. Hopefully, Maurice lights a fire under their ass. Because right now, yes, Boston is a good team, and they're goalieing us. But at the same time, these guys look like they already had their Thanksgiving turkey. Maybe we get lucky and get a point out of this. Alright, so, you know what? I'm not even mad. Now, first off, I'm going to start off by first thing right out the box. I want to say thank you to everybody that came out for the stream. We had a great time. So many super chats. So many happy Thanksgivings. Happy Thanksgivings right back to you. For the love of life, just kept hanging out. $50 and $50 and $50. And then he threw 100 at us. And then he bought like 10 memberships and 10. I mean, the dude spent his whole Christmas bonus on the channel last night. So for the love of life, from right here, man, I'm speechless. I'm speechless there. So thank you. Now, as for the game, I'm in a good mood because we had a good time and tomorrow's Thanksgiving, and so I'm not going to go off on a whole terrible rant. We lost to the Bruins at home without Barkov. That said, if I'm disappointed about anything, it's the effort in the third period. First period looked fine. Second period, we're kind of used to us playing like dog shit in the second period around here, like at least 7 nights out of 10, right? Okay, so you're down 3-1. You're at home. You get a goal early, make it a game, right? Nothing. I mean, there was like a 10-minute period there where we didn't get a shot on goal, and it didn't look like they gave a crap. Now, I know they gave a crap, and like I said, I'm just not going to lose my mind over this, because I have been saying, let Boston have first place. Let them have first place. What I don't understand is why we came out like a bat out of hell, and then we just stopped. It's like we said, okay, we've hit them 3 times. Was that 3? Did we hit them 4 times? All right, that's it. Stop playing. Game over. And that's basically what we did. So I don't understand the lack of effort in the third period. I know Boston's good. Omar made the saves he needed to make to keep them in. And yes, Boston is completely capable of shutting a team down. But I don't even feel like we really made them work for it. It was not a good night. It's disappointing as hell to put that kind of performance on a nationally televised game at home the day before Thanksgiving. That's not okay, all right? But I'm not going to sit here and nitpick. It was everything. The defense did not look all that good. Bob wasn't spectacular. But at some point, the bottom line is, all of that said, even with Larson putting the puck in his own net, we allowed 3 goals to the Bruins. Has anybody else decided maybe you want to score a goal? Montour, Ekblad, Chucky. Hello, Chucky. I mean, I know you got some assists and everything, but I think we're closing in on game 20 here. You got 3 goals. All right? You know, at some point, we need guys to put the puck in the back of the net. Lundell gets our only goal tonight. I think it was Lundell. I mean, that's what they said. It kind of looked like it might have hit Rodriguez, but I think they credited Lundell. So you can't even look at the fact that Barkov wasn't there as the big factor, because Lundell got a goal, right? Nobody else. So, disappointing effort. You know, you hate to lose at home. Boston's a good team, obviously, but the way that we played in that third period, very, very disappointing to go into. I mean, I know it's not like a break. We just get a day off. But I hope none of those guys enjoy their Thanksgiving meal. They shouldn't enjoy their Thanksgiving meal tomorrow. They should have a pit. They should have a stomach ache. You see what I'm saying? They should have an upset stomach all day tomorrow, the way they played in that third period. They could have pie, no turkey. I think that's the way, yeah. They can have pie, no turkey. Or would it be worse to make them have turkey with no dessert? They've been doing pretty good so far this season. So no turkey, you just have pie. That's it. You eat too many pieces of pie, way too much Cool Whip, and you get the cheap Cool Whip with the high fructose corn syrup. So you get that big gut. That's how you should feel tomorrow. And you better come out on Friday and whip Winnipeg's ass. That's how you undo this, okay? That's the antacid for the upset stomach that you just gave all of us Panther fans. Because, you know, everybody's basically off tomorrow. I know there are some people that have to work, and I'm sorry for that. We're working, I guess, right? I'm doing the podcast in the morning. Geez, wait a minute. Let's rewind this. We got the review with Stu 8 o'clock at live for the members. Then I got to take the dogs to the river because I promised them. Then we got the podcast. Then we're streaming the early football game. And then we're streaming the night football game. So I'm working tomorrow too. So screw you guys. You shouldn't even get pie now. You pissed me off. You know, you got to put a better effort out there, right? And I know there was some effort in some spots. And Jesus Christ. I mean, Boston, you can't get to the middle of the net. You can't get to the middle of the ice, right? Rebound. There was one time where that summarized the whole night. We're on the PK, but we get a break. We had a break, like a 3-on-1 break, maybe 3-on-2. But whoever it was on the right shoots, and Omar makes the save, and there's this perfect rebound that's right there Olmark would have had no chance at making this save, but Mikkola had already turned around and was going back down the ice to play defense because we were on the PK. And had he not turned and just stayed there and dealt with the rebound, it would have been 3-2. We would have had a shorthanded goal. That's the kind of night. That's the kind of night it was. It just wasn't, the puck just wasn't going in, and we had chances in front, and Olmark would make the save. Even when Lundell, like, he had one chance in front, he lifted the puck. Olmark still made the save. So I hate to lose. I hate to lose to Boston, but I have been saying just let Boston have first place. Let them have first place, all right? Let them take it. Let them win the top seed in the conference, because ain't nobody want to play them in the first round of the playoffs anyway. Whoever gets the 8 seed, when Boston gets the 1 seed, just I don't mean to say I'm not trying to be rude, but just don't even bother showing up, because Boston is going to obliterate you. They may not even allow a goal in the 4 games. Okay? There ain't no way in hell that team is going to lose a game in the first round of the playoffs. So let them have the 1 seed. We'll take the 2 seed, all right? And we'll take Tampa or Toronto in the first round of the playoffs, and then we'll meet you guys. We'll meet you Bruins again in the second round. And good luck to either one of those teams surviving that round with enough players left healthy to win the conference. And I think that's kind of how it'll go, right? So, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Now, the podcast, there are a lot of new members, okay? People were handing out memberships on the stream last night. They've been handing out memberships all throughout the season so far, so I really appreciate that. There's a lot of new members. Tomorrow, I'm going to do the podcast, but Kyle had a really good idea that I think tomorrow's podcast should be centered around what I am grateful for, what Panther fans are grateful for. So I'm going to make that public video. Still going to be in the podcast format, but it'll be public instead of just for everybody who gets who pays for the memberships. And then Friday, the show will be as normal. And then Stu and I will be live tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, to bitch about this game. But I hate losing, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm not mad. Right? I would have preferred a better effort. Get a goal in the third period, make it 3-2. Give us some hope. It sucks the way they played in that third period in front of the fans. But overall, as a picture, because they always say if you're out of the playoffs in Thanksgiving, you're kind of screwed. I think it's like 85%. If you would have told me, okay, at the beginning of the year that this is the position we'd be in other words, second place or third place, pending the results of tonight's games, if you would have told me that's where we would be, I'd say, oh, okay. I got no problem with that. I got no problem with that. Just don't finish in the 8 seed, Panthers. Just don't do that. Because Boston's going to get the 1 seed. And just don't finish at the 8 seed. That's it. That's all you got to do. That's the only... okay? That's all there is. All right. I'm tired. It's been a long day. Again, I cannot thank you all enough for how many people are coming out to the live streams and the support, the financial support that you guys are showing us. I know what goes on other people's channels, and what y'all do for us is just beyond special. It is unheard of. And I just wanted to make sure that you guys understood how thankful Kyle and I are for that, because it allows us to do what we do. And we get a lot of people that come to the streams and say how much they appreciate what we're doing. But that goes both ways, because without that support, we couldn't do it. You know what I mean? We would have to work. So the fact that you all enable us to make this our job is just, I still kind of can't get over it. So, last thing, real quick. The book is with the formatter. So, probably within a week to 10 days, she'll be done with that. It'll get sent to Amazon, and then I'm going to set things up to have pre-orders. Now, real quick here, I wanted it to only be in hardcover format. It will be in hardcover format, but it will also have to be in paperback format, because apparently if you live in Canada, from what I'm reading, you can't buy it in hardcover. I don't know if that's exactly what it is, but when I went and looked at how I'm going to have to do things, it was very specific to tell me that hardcover was not available and in Amazon Canada version. So it will be available in both versions. All right, that's enough. I'm losing my voice. No points. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Appreciate all the support. And yeah, we'll see you bright and early, 8 o'clock in the morning with Stu.